Let's talk about mortgages. Here's a hot tip for any of you who might be contemplating a life of crime. Don't ever rob a mortgage company. They don't have any money. None. They call themselves lenders, and it sounds like they have money and can give it to you so you can buy something you want. That's pawn shops. Mortgage companies just handle paper. They take applications, check credit, verify income, issue pre-approvals, process purchase agreements, hire appraisers, collect all the paper, and submit it to the underwriting department. The main function of the underwriting department is to make sure that the terms of the loan and the borrower's ability to repay it conform to the standards of the secondary lender that will purchase the loan. By the time the closing comes around on the house, the secondary lender will be bringing the money and the lender will receive a commission for their work. 70% of all mortgages in America are funded by either Federal National Mortgage Association, also known as Fannie Mae, or the Federal Home Loan Mortgage Corporation, also known as Freddie Mac. The rest of the loans are funded by the government or private investors. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac charge everyone the same rate on the same terms. In other words, all the products are the same, coming from the same two suppliers. It's kind of weird with all these mortgage companies are all competing for your business and telling you what makes them special when they're all selling the same product. What if you drove down the street and there were all these car dealerships with signs for Chevys and Ferraris, Volkswagens, Subarus, and Fords, but all the lots were full of Toyotas? The point of all this is that when we buy houses, we all have to meet very strict criteria that we must conform to, and we spend thousands of dollars on loan origination fees, escrow fees, title insurance premiums, appraisals, etc., in order to end one mortgage and start another. This all made sense in the 1950s. A generation of Americans grew up during the Depression where having a home was a luxury, any home. The men went off to a horrific world war, and when they came back, the economy was booming and a grateful government was ready to provide free education, health care, and a home with no down payment. You might call that socialism, but they called it the GI Bill, and it created middle-class America. Rosie the Riveter came home to become June Cleaver. There were plenty of jobs for men to make all the stuff you couldn't buy during the war. They bought homes with VA loans and started the baby boomer generation. They raised their 2.5 children in those 3-bedroom homes, and later on, they paid off those mortgages and retired in those houses without any big bills to pay. Times have changed. Nowadays, people get married, they get divorced, they get married again, kids come, kids go, kids come back, job transfers, lifestyle changes. It all amounts to people buying and selling houses every few years. And when they do, they pay all of those fees, tens of thousands of dollars of fees over the years. But that's okay. They make money on every transaction because they sell for more than they paid. Wait, that's inflation, and we're supposed to hate inflation. Wouldn't it be great if houses could be bought and sold without all those extra fees? What if a home loan stayed with the house until someone eventually paid it off? The truth is, our current system for financing homes is outmoded, obsolete, and it doesn't fit our lifestyles anymore. Welcome to Home Finance 2.0. Blockchain technology was developed as a means to store information in a way that it couldn't be forged or altered. I won't go into the details here. Suffice it to say that most of the gyrations of real estate documentation are primitive ways to keep transactions from being forged or altered, and the blockchain solves those problems by its design. The other piece of this is smart contracts. These are software programs that execute the terms of an agreement. You can write one that handles the terms of a loan and also services the loan. So a salesperson can set up the purchase paperwork, originate a loan, and set up the payments and accounting for the loan in a few minutes without a lender. The smart contract can be sold to an investor to provide cash to the seller, just like a mortgage company sells their mortgages to the secondary lender. Later, when the buyer wants to sell the home, the smart contract can be amended to fit the terms of the new buyer and transfer the contract to them when the sale closes. A complete history of all transactions will be stored in the records for that home on the blockchain. When the contract is completed, the owner gets a warranty deed, just like they would if they paid off a mortgage. Here's a hot tip. Let go of the past and embrace the present. This is a better way to get the job done. That's what I want.